Now we will do the question number 20 of probability chapter number 14. The question is, suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region. This is a rectangular region shown in the figure. What is the probability that will land inside the circle with diameter 1 meter? This circle whose diameter is 1 meter, we have to find the probability of landing the die dropping on this circular area. Of 20th question is area of rectangular region. That is 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6 meter square. So total possible rectangular region is this 6 meter square. Now diameter of circle, that is 1 meter. So radius of circle is half meter. So area of circle, that is pi r square. Putting the value of r, pi half square. So on calculating, it becomes pi by 4 meter square. So this area of circle is favorable area in the rectangular region is pi by 4 meter square. So probability of die land inside the circle, that is a favorable area in the rectangular region, that is pi by 4 divided by total possible area, that is area of rectangular region, that is 6. So we can write it as pi by 4 multiplied by 1 by 6. On calculating it becomes pi by 24, because 4 multiplied by 6 becomes 24. So this is the answer of the 20th question. Now 21st question. A lot consists of 144 ball pens, of which 20 are defective and the others are good. Noori will buy a pen if it is good, but will not buy if it is defective. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and gives it to her. What is the probability that first she will buy it, second she will not buy it? Solution of 21st questions. First part is total number of ball pens. That is equal to 144. So these are total number of possible outcomes now given that there are 20 defective, there are 20 defective pens. So number of good pens, that is 144 minus 20 is equal to 124. That is equal to number of favorable outcomes. So we have to find the probability that Noori will buy the pen. Probability of buying the pen, that is 124, that are favorable outcomes, over 144, that are total number of possible outcomes. So they can be cancelled and comes out to be 31 divided by 36. This is the answer of the first part. Now the second part is number of defective pens is equal to 20. So number of favorable outcomes is equal to 20 also. So the second option, not by the pen, that possibility is number of favorable outcomes mean defective pens divided by total number of possible outcomes, that is 144. So on cancelling it comes out to be 5 by 36. So this is the answer of the second part and 21st question's answer. Now the 22nd question, refer to example 13, solid example. First part is complete the following table. Event, sum on 2 dice. These are now probability, this given, this given, this given, other we have to fill. The second part of the question is, a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes, 2 to 11 and 2 to 12. Therefore, each of them has a probability 1 over 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify your answer. Example 13's question is, 2 dice, 1 blue and 1 grey, are thrown at the same time. Write down all the possible outcomes. What is the probability that the sum of the two numbers appearing on the top of the dice? But these options are changed in the exercise. So main aim is to tell that 2 dice are thrown. We have to find the possible outcomes. Now the 13th question is, since 2 dice are thrown at the same time, so the total number of possible outcomes are 6 multiplied by 6, because each dice has 6 faces, so both dices are thrown simultaneously, so outcomes comes out to be in 36. So these are the outcomes. First digit indicate the blue dice, second digit indicate the grey dice. Mean one can come on both dices, one come on first and second, 2 number come on the second, similarly other. These are total 36 outcomes which can come out while we throw the dice 36 times. So these results we can get out of these 36 results, any result can be outcome. So first part of the 13th question's solution, we have to complete the table. In the first written event, sum on 2 dice, and second is probability. When the sum of the numbers come on the board dice 2, it comes 1 time. When it is 8, it comes 5 times. When comes 12, it comes 1 time. Sum comes 1 time when both sum comes out to be in numbers on board dice 12. We have shown these 36 outcomes. So sum 2 comes 1 time, because 1 plus 1 2, it comes 1 time, and then 3 comes 2 time. 2 plus 1 3, 1 plus 2 3, it comes 2 time. Then 4 comes 3 plus 1 4, 2 plus 2 4, 1 plus 3 4, it comes 3 times. Then 4 comes, then 5 comes, 4 1 5, 3 2 5, 2 3 5, 1 4 5, so it comes 4 times. Because similarly we will find sum of 6 5 1 6 4 2 6 3 3 6 2 4 6 1 5 6. Similarly we got 7 aggregate 6 1 7 5 2 7 4 3 7 3 4 7 2 5 7 1 6 7. So it becomes 6 comes 1 7 comes 1 2 3 4 5 6 times. So 8 comes 6 2 8 5 3 8 4 4 8 3 5 8 2 6 8. It comes 1 2 3 4 5 times, which is given in the table. So 9 comes 1 2 3 4 times. 10 comes 6 1 2 3 times, and 11 comes 6 5 5 6 2 times, and 12 comes only 1 time. So we will fill the values, these values one by one in the table. 3 comes 2 times, it becomes 2 by 36. 4 comes 3 times, it becomes 3 by 36. 5 comes 4 times, it becomes 4 by 36. 5 comes 6 comes 5 times, it becomes 5 by 36. 6 comes 6 times, it becomes 6 by 36. Then 8 given. 9 comes 4 times, that is 4 by 36. 10 comes 3 times, that is 3 by 36. And 11 comes 2 times, that is 2 by 36. So this is the way we have completed the table. Now the second part of the 13th question, in which a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes to 12. Therefore each of them has a probability 1 by 11. Do you agree with this argument? The question's answer is no, because we do not agree. With given statement, because 11 sums are not equally likely, mean those outcomes are not equal. So the argument of the student is wrong. So this is the solution of the 13th question. In example 22nd question of the exercise. So this is the solution of 22nd question. The 23rd question, a game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads or 3 tails, and loses otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. Solution of 23rd question is, since a 1 rupee coin is tossed 3 times, then total number of possible outcomes are 2 power 3 is equal to 8. These outcomes are, because 3 coins he tosses all three show head, or two show head one tail, one show tail other two head, two show tail one head, two show head one tail, one show head two tail, one tail head tail, also tails. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So these are the 8 possible outcomes which the coin can show. So that is, so now required probability, that is the number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes, those are 8. So two outcomes are here excluded. Those excluded outcomes are all heads in which he wins and all tails. So it is 6/8. So answer comes out to be 3/4. So this is the solution of the 23rd question. Number of favorable outcomes that comes out that Hanif will lose the game are all these except these two, triple head and triple tails. In those two cases he will lose the game, so the outcomes are to be 3/4. So these are equal to 6. Now 24th question is, a die is thrown twice. What is the probability that first 5 will not come up either time? Number 2, 5 will come up at least once. Hint, throwing a dice twice and throwing two dice simultaneously are treated as the same experiment. Solution of 24th question is, since two dice are thrown twice, the outcome of these two dice comes out to be 36, as we have solved in the 22nd example, because each dice has 6 faces. So the possible outcomes of two dices, possible outcomes of two dices are 6/6, that are 36. So the first part of the question we have to solve a number of favorable outcomes. When 5 will not come up either time, that is 25, because 5 will not come in both the dices, so they remained 25 times. So probability of getting either 5 not getting, probability of not getting 5 is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. Those are 25 divided by 36. So this is the, they are not simplifiable further. So this is the answer of the first part. Now the second part, number of favorable outcomes in which 5 will come up. Number of favorable outcomes in which 5 will come up at least once. That are 11 possible ways. So probability of getting 5 is number of favorable outcomes, that are 11, total number of possible outcomes, that are 36. So this is the second part of the question solution. So according to these 36 possible ways, the 5 shown in first line is 1 time, here 1 time 2, here 1 time 3, here 1 time 4, here all time 5 come 6, 10, here also 5 comes 1 time 11. So 11 time 5 comes in the table only, and other 25 times 5 have not come in the table. So we have solved the question. 5 not come 25 times, 25 by 36, and 5 comes 11 times, so it comes out to be 11 by 36. So this is the solution of the 24th question. Now the 25th and last question of the exercise is, which of the following arguments are correct and which are not correct? Give reasons for your answer. First, if two coins are tossed simultaneously, there are three possible outcomes: two heads, two tails, or one of each. Therefore, for each of these outcomes, the probability is 1 by 3. Second, if a die is thrown, there are two possible outcomes: an odd number or an even number. Therefore, the probability of getting an odd number is half. Solution of 25th question. First part is, when two coins are tossed simultaneously, the outcomes we get two heads, one head tail, one tail and head, both tails. So these are four possible outcomes. By the given condition, there are possible outcomes: two heads, two tails, or one of each. But in case one of each, there are two possibilities. One of each, there are two possibilities, either HT or tail head, either head tail or tail head. So probability of each outcome is not 1 by 3. So this is the first part of the solution. Now the second part, the odd number or even number. The given argument is correct because here the total possible outcome is 6. Number of odd number that is 1353. Number of even numbers, that is also 3, 2, 4, 6. So probability of getting odd number is 3 by 6 is equal to half. So this is correct, and first option is not correct. So this is the solution of the 25th question. With this we have completed our exercise. So with this question our chapter of probability is completed. Link of other question of this exercise given in the description. To watch other informative videos like this, share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.